Um, the piece was very strong, very symbolic, and a main thing was struggle. And we know that you've had struggles with, the whole visa thing. But also, one thing that came through was the struggle to be an artist in a place where it's something that is widely unaccepted. So I'd like to know, as well, what came through was the togetherness as a group, that you all move together. I'd like to know, do you have a process or an exercise that you use to keep your spirits up and to really keep you determined and focused and really get everyone to mentally overcome, the negativity and really just stay together?
Yes. So first and foremost, it comes from how you become a member of Crown Troupe. When you come to Crown Troupe, you've really got to have passion for what you're doing. So, and I try passionately to frustrate you, and see if you're going to leave. and if you can, so there's no auditioning, there's no trial. They just come with friends and say, okay, she wants to be a member, she wants to be part of us. Okay, come. And then you come in the morning and you go through all those things, and the third day you don't want to come again. And so if you keep coming for a week, 2 weeks, you've done your auditioning somewhere in my head. So I think that's basically the simple way out of it, is to find that there's something in you. Have you seen it? Okay, I've seen it. Do you love it? I'm not sure. Okay, take time out and find out. If you love it, you're going to come back. So that's sort of keep, people together than me trying to, because I've tried it, it's 16 years, I've tried it in the past, it has hit me in the face sometimes, it has worked sometimes. So it's about the artist and the art in the artist.
There were a lot of movement in the piece. Other than the basic warm-ups within the rehearsal space, what other things did you all engage in as a group to get that physicality going and to keep it and maintain it?
It started from conceptualization. We want to tell this story. Courtney and I had a discussion and we said, okay, let's work around the theme of struggle. So we said, for instance, basically, I've got a very strong Nigerian accent, and I think I worked with CYS in 2008, and it was one performance we did that I was just like in the dark. So I was out there, and I relied more on my feelings, on what I was getting from them, So it came to the issue of language as vernacular or as a vehicle. So the vehicular use of language or the vernacular use of language. So you want to convey this story, but anyhow, if you want to scream, scream. If you want to cry, cry. If you want to laugh, laugh. But convey the story. So we had lots of things to rely on, to work on. And part of it is the physicality, Because if I say something, you can't understand it, maybe you can see it. So we put the deaf and the blind in our mind when we do our creation. That we can't see it and you hear it maybe, and if you cannot hear it, you see it, maybe convey it.
About all the individual sections that people came out and did, how did they sort of come about, and were they personal to each member?
Yeah, once they saw us, we were about 20-something strong, so we had 20-something kinds of struggles. People went to and, lovely stories that we're passionate about, and then we all brought it and they performed it, and sometimes I sleep through the rehearsal and I wake up, okay, so which struggle are we dealing with? Okay, yours, okay, go on. And then we did that for about 2 days for everybody to get comfortable in their stories. And then we got to that point where we said, okay, we need to now select the story. Contacting the world is not about Crown Troupe, it's about several companies coming together, so we've got this time to tell the story. So guys, I know you love your story, but maybe you drop this, and so your story won't be told by you, but by somebody else. And that person has to get into, the mood, into your mood to, convey the story. So it's about people bringing their fragments. And again, Steve is also an example, you know. We worked together in 2008, and it wasn't me trying to say anything because I'm just dumb, you know. But you bring your stories together, and when you bring the stories down, the challenge for me or for us collectively is to find how to arrange. So I know we got to a point where we thought we had finished with the piece, and we said, okay, no, let's start it again. I think the last piece should come at the beginning, and not at the end. So it's always that juggling of ideas.
Yeah.
What was the process that they went through to create the ensemble chorus?
Yes. Like Boundless, of course, we have got musicians, we've got dancers, we've got actors, we've got different kinds of people. So, so everybody had to go. Those who sang, those who chanted their stories, chanted because that was their strength. And we thought that was beautiful. So what I did not try to do was to take somebody's specialty and place it on another person, you know, so that because it's one big ensemble, and we just wanted everybody to feel and enjoy the story. So if you're, it's like a football team, yeah. So if you're very good with your left foot, we place it where every time the ball comes to you is your left. So we just cheated around it, you know, bring out the best that we could do. So the process is like, you tell us your story the way you can tell the story, and then it's so good. Okay, now we had one horrible singer among us who, in creating our piece, introduced a song, and we heard the voice and we said, okay, don't make us cry. Can you please let somebody else sing this song for you? And she was willing to let go, you know. She was willing to let go, and so that's how, you know.
I just want to say how inspirational that film was, because they couldn't be here. It was just so inspiring that they put all that energy into that film and the performance. It was just incredible to watch. It really was. It was amazing.
I'd also like to say that watching it, there were moments where I had this, you know, really emotional moments, because I felt like we're all being guided by the same creative force. Because I saw so many similarities as well between your piece and the piece that we did the other day, and also that woman's piece about the role of a woman. And you know, I was so moved by that, and I felt a kindredness with it, because even when I was doing my fruity chocolatiness thing, that's what I was saying. You know, just appreciate me as I am. And so that woman's piece, but the way that she did it as well was so, there was an intensity to it, and the way that you used everyone around her, I felt really added to it. So, yeah, thank you as well. I feel like, but yeah, thank you. Thank you.
I think that's quite interesting, because I was thinking afterwards as well, how much were we influenced by the fact that the team weren't here? You know, had the team been here, I'm interested to know the degree with which we were tinged by the story, or we were caught up in emotion. I mean, it's not a question we can really answer flat out now, but I think that's quite an interesting thing. Because, Susie, to my knowledge, that's not happened before, has it? No, so it's a really interesting thing. I mean, I think we should bring some of this up in the afternoon discussion as well, because I think it's a very interesting point. Any other comments or statements?
I can't contact for the technology, because where we're from, to have that on the back there, it felt like they were there with us. The continuation of it felt like they were there, and beyond, everybody went through some emotional experience with it by watching it somewhere or the other. But there was so much that we could learn from them, so much that the physicality, the sound, the movement, and the ways of telling and seeing it. I wish I had do this last night after the show, but yeah, thank you, Crown Troupe, for sharing with us.
Yeah, and I just wanted to say as well that when watching that performance, obviously we've been working together, and we knew we were working on our struggles and our personal struggles and stuff, but seeing seeing their faces and hearing on that massive screen and being able to see the detail on the expression, the intensity in their eyes and all that emotion behind it, and just to hear their individual stories, it was really, really moving, and it made me feel like this whole process and collaboration has been worthwhile because I got to see into their lives and their emotions and their feelings.
Yeah, on that very point, just to finish off then, the last thing, you talked about the collaboration. I just want, if there's any final comments, final statements, it was an incredibly spirited evening last night. It was, you can't deny that. So I'd just like to get any on the collaboration on the overall. Courtney?
Yeah. I'd just like to say that I couldn't be impaired. I think Browns couldn't be impaired with so supportive and understanding mentor, leader, and friend, brother, homie, person. Because from the start, Shagan he really just embraced us. And I think you got your company to send us so much stuff. I mean, I asked you for a track for 2 minutes and you sent me 30 minutes. Who does that? I don't know. But I definitely have, and we have learned, and we are learning so much, not just from the other companies, but the way that you've looked after us, man, is, I haven't got any words for it, so thank you. Thank you.